Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 11th-ranked team, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Aggies will kick it away and start us off. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
325.
He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, this spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But what I've been always impressed with are defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here's the handoff. They'll try it off the right tackle. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Now it's second down here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
With third down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. It's a shotgun run call. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important second down play coming up. They'll feed the back again. Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First down at 10. They'll hand it off.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on the football.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Play action here on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. Fights off a defender. They'll tackle him at the 27.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, You throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Catch made on the left side. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Fighting him off.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Caught quickly. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Aggies moving quickly down the field here. They call the counter run here. Powering through. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And that one's straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Give it to the back again. Defense will make the stop and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback, and it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push. And once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
First down and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Here's the second down play. Quick throw caught on the left side. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Breaks free. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw yet again. Bringing pressure. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense. Back
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now.
Jackrabbit.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
And the quarterback will just sneak it here. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Texas A&M 10, Syracuse 0.
This one will be fair caught. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
One play moves the ball to the 44, and it'll be first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there.
Woo, he catches a break here. Always good to have friends looking out for you on the job. That was almost a major momentum shift, if not for the returner's teammate coming in to recover that fumble.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop him this time. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense operating from the pistol. And there's the handoff. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks to the left. Pass caught. The Aggies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And second down after that completion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And he's got his man open downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second down and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, A&M. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Syracuse will kick it off to get the second half underway. Return starts from inside the 5. When he's got some space here. And he steps out of bounds, but that's an excellent return to good position. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum from the defense and make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The back's got it again. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
I'll flip back to the QB. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Catch made way down to the 25. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it from the gun. Trucks through the defender. Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Touchdown, Aggies. And the route is on.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down.
That return backfires on him. Now their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Van Dyke. He's escaping the pocket now. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And it's complete downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Hit as he released it. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Man, some real toughness on display here by the quarterback. Being able to focus with that kind of pressure coming right at him.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. We'll give it to the running back. Finding some room with the 25. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision.
Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And this one is getting ugly. The kicking team out for the PAT try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 31, Syracuse 0.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Back to pass. It's Van Dyke. Quick throw complete to the tight end. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tackled, but first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. Brought down quickly, but it's a big gain through the air. Spot the ball at the 45.
Man, I love this about this tight end. Whether you play zone and create windows you can just sit in, or here, man-to-man, he's got the athletic ability to run away from the defender, and a great throw here by the quarterback.
4-2 Spider.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And moves the ball to the 35. And another first down. 7th play of the drive coming up. On first down, it's play action. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Green 25.
Looking downfield, it's Van Dyke. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw again. He's running out of time here. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
On the set.
Second down play coming up.
Scout show. Set.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Got it.
Syracuse is now operating in the red zone.
29.
Shotgun formation here on third down. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
They're going to run it. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Hand off to the back. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Sets the formation. It's third down.
Easy. Hornet. Hornet. Listen.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got a receiver wide open here. Touchdown, A&M. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
38, Syracuse, 0.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it here. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter report. With the score, Texas A&M 38, Syracuse 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Timber.
To throw, it's Van Dyke. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Unleashes the stiff arm. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Can't connect on the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Pass rush closing in. Lets it go deep down the middle. Had all day to throw. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground.
The ball carrier is the runner. Tackle is made. 17-yard line.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. The back's got it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense.
Here we go.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Aggies. And the beatdown continues. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Syracuse 0.
Returner decides to fair catch this. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. After the loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Scanning the field, it's Van Dyke. Pressure is coming. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Texas A&M 52, Syracuse 0.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down here for this offense. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. And it's a kneel down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the quarterback just kneels down. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.